Hello everybody. I am Ahmed Jogi, Faculty of English, BV Sangasri, Sangati Arts, Commerce and Science College, Mudor. In this session, I would like to give a talk on Edmund Spenser and his Peregrine. Uh, we know very well that Edmund Spenser belonged to Elizabethan period, a great non-dramatic poet of the Elizabethan period, who was born in 1552 in London. He was educated at Merchant Taylor's School and at Cambridge, where he ardently, read the classics and Italian literature. There he also came under the influence of Protestant spirit. He took his master's degree in 1576. After the education, he began the writing with friendship of Philip Sidney. He produced, number of works. Among them, I would like to give very uh, important to you. First one is the Shepherd's Calendar, which is written in 1579. Next one is Miscellaneous Poems, which is published in 1591. Next one is Colin's Clouds Come Home Again, 1595. Next one is very important one, which is by Spenser Amorotti, which is published in 1595. Next one is Epthalmian, 1591. Next one is Prothalmian, which is published in 1596. And next one is Four Hymns, which is published in 1596. And very important is last one is the Peregrine. And these are the very important works of Edmund Spenser. He found his only relief in of his writings of his magnum opus, the Peregrine. The close of his life was sorrowful. He died on 16th January 1599, and his mortal remains were buried close by his master Chaucer in Westminster Abbey. Next, come to the know that Peregrine in English literature is very important work, that is the Peregrine. By it we can come to remember the great English poet Edmund Spenser. It is written in the year that 1589 to 1609. It is the finest of and most important of the Spenser's work. In the words of S.A. Brooke, it was the first great ideal poem that England had produced. It places him side by side with Milton, but on a theme that very exuberant, but on a throne built of wholly different material. It has never ceased to make poets, and it will live, as he said in his dedication to the Queen, with the eternity of her fame. Then we can come to see it is in the many steps it has been published. The first three books were published in 1589 to 90, and the second three books appeared in 1596, and then two cantos and odd stanzas of books. Seventh appeared in posthumously in 1609. It is like Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. The Peregrine is a fragment. Spenser projected 12 books, out of which 6 appeared in his lifetime, and the portions of seventh after his death, Spenser only completed 6 books, and such can see that celebrating holiness, temperance, chastity, friendship, justice, and courtesy. The fragment of the 7th book deals with constancy. Prince Arthur is the central character in Peregrine. Uh, the symbolic representations are here. Just would like to tell in the text. Book first, The Legend of the Knight of Red Cross, Holiness. Book second, The Legend of Sir Gawain, Temperance. Book third, The Legend of Britomartis, Chastity. Book fourth is The Legend of Campbell and Tremont Friendship. Book fifth is The Legend of Artegal Justice. Book sixth, The Legend of Sir Caldor Courtesy. The Peregrine is one of the most remarkable allegories in the Renaissance poetry and also a romantic epic. This we can see brief about Peregrine. And then we can see Spenser, the child of Renaissance and Reformation. Uh, there is a one fellow Rickett writes, Spenser is at one side of the Renaissance and Reformation. On one side we may regard him with Milton has essays and a seriousness, and another he is the humanist alive to fingertips with the sensuous beauty of southern romance. Now we can see very important characteristics in his poetry, such are a spirit of adventure and love for active life. A sensuousness is another very important characteristics of Spenser's poetry. A love of beauty is also very important one in his poems. Influence of classical learning, this is very important in his poems. A splendid imagination, yes, Elizabethan period is well known because of imagination. The real romanticism began not in the only romanticism, it is began in the Elizabethan period. It was also indirectly called it is a romantic period in British literature. In that way it was called age of golden, it means a golden period, nest of singing birds. Because of these all writers contributed to Elizabethan poetry. Also can see lofty moral purity and perfect melody and style, versification and perfect melody. So these are the very important characteristics of poetry of Spenser. So by these words I would like to conclude. Spenser is very well known poet, like Chaucer, like William Shakespeare, like Sidney in the Elizabethan period. He is also one of the important poets of Elizabethan poetry. We will not forget him because of his great work Peregrine. So in this Spenser is very prominent and very important poet of the Elizabethan period. So thank you very much. So in my next session I would like to discuss another poet of the Elizabethan poetry. Thank you and namaskara.